Hello and welcome back to Atelier Meruru, everybody. I'm now back in Arles after we finished up our last couple of quests in Mourier Forest and in Handel Forest. And now it's up to us to get another task. As you can see, the only thing we have left to do is our royal task, which isn't really a storyline thing. So we need to check our mailbox. I also have lots of stuff to turn in at the tavern, and I would like to go and see Mr. Hagel. He has some supplies that I would like to buy. So let's get started. We are currently planning to create a path leading to the Western Plateau. Please join in and help make this project a reality. A phantom unicorn has strayed into the area by the banks of the creek, and it's really agitated. We can't get it to calm down, so we're forced to ask for your help in resolving this. Alright, so we actually got 2 requests, which is awesome. The more stuff to do, the better. We need to bring those to Rufus. So we'll walk there. Need to make our first stop at the tavern. We're gonna get a whole bunch of money for this, I hope. Finished all 4 of them. I went off screen and did a bit of monster hunting. And now our request plate is clean, and we can do a couple more of these. Because you can never run out of money. It's actually pretty funny because we can pretty much do every single one of these. That one I can't do. I'll probably leave that one for now. And I don't necessarily feel like fighting Blue Pony, so I'm gonna come back and check later when they might have some better requests available. A quick stop into Mr. Hagel, and then we're going to be going to the castle. Because we haven't even seen his store expansion. Alright, so Mr. Hagel, what do you got for us? I need a couple of items I'd like to buy. I want to make some bombs, even though I don't really need them. I think they're still nice to have. And a couple of these items can be used in some other synthesis. I'm not going to go too crazy because we'll be able to find a lot of this stuff very, very soon, but it never hurts to kind of stock up a little bit early. So you can see that he's upgraded his shop by quite a bit. He's added snowstones, quake crystals, and globe spheres. Let's go back to, actually, no, we're not going back to the workshop yet. We need to go to the study. Alright, Rufus, I got some stuff for you. And we get to take a little bit of a break from alchemy and synthesis, because all of these new requests are all fighting. We need to develop a path in the Mushroom Forest, at the Old Plateau, and at the Solidarity Mine, as well as confront the unicorn at Harmony Creek, which is a bit of a quote-unquote boss-type enemy. So we now have a lot of stuff that we can be doing, so we better get to it. And we have 100 points. Now, normally I pretty much neglect the library. I don't build it until much later, but seeing as how I have 100 points, I think I'm going to build it and just get it out of the way before I forget about it again. And I'll work on the wall in the training school next, although we're going to be ranking up soon, so there's going to be more buildings that will become available to us. So, while I'm here at the workshop, I want to make a couple of things before I go. Now that I'm at a higher alchemy level, I would like to make some bombs. I don't necessarily need them, but they're good to have. Bombs, like crafts, are a multi-targeting item, so you can hit many targets at once, which is great. Saloons are the same way. They hit a bunch of targets at once, and they're very powerful. However, my alchemy level is not high enough and I don't have the supplies, so I'm going to skip out on these for now. Same with lightning bombs. These are good to have, but again, I'm going to just leave them for now. I think bombs are honestly still the way to go. At this point in the game, you can pretty much get an unlimited amount of supplies to make them. You can get the Fest, or the, I don't even know how to pronounce that, honestly. You can get this material from Mr. Hagel, and you can make as many supplements as you want. and when I go out and I use them, you will see that they are very, very powerful. So even though it's tempting a lot of the time to make some of this stuff in your list, unless you know what it's for, I would honestly hold off on making it, just because you could waste a lot of precious materials that way. So I plan on doing this all in one go, hopefully. So I've got my bombs, and I have a couple of healing items. I've got some pies, and I have a healing salve, as well as having Cana. So let's get going. So we need to go all the way to the Mushroom Forest. There is an enemy to defeat at Harmony Creek. I'm going to ignore it for now. At this point in the game I could just go there and wipe him out, but it's definitely not my priority at the time. So let's start with the Mushroom Forest. Alright, so here we are in the Mushroom Forest, and we've never been here before. I opted to stay away last time that we came, just because I knew we'd be here again, and the stuff you collect here you don't necessarily need for anything that I can think of right now. So there's going to be a couple of new items in this area to collect, though.
I feel like I got a little stronger.
Gonna keep leveling up as well, which is nice. There's some forest anemones, which you can harvest in this area, and we're still having the bamboo and the fruit. If you didn't get enough of that when you were in Hagel Forest. So because our quest is to clear the path, it's just like last time, and we have to defeat every single enemy on the screen in order to advance on. And like I said, cardinal rule, there's usually only 3 of them, and in this case there's going to be 3 turnip bunnies for us to defeat, which is pretty easy stuff. But if you're having troubles, make sure that you have some items with you, crafts or unis or bombs, or whatever you think that you need. And once you've cleared out the Mushroom Forest, we're able to go to the old plateau, which is hopefully going to hold some new stuff for us. This is when things start to get a little bit tough. If you're playing the game normally on a normal file, things can start to get a little sticky around here. There's going to be lots of enemies on the map. Bunnies tend to appear in large groups, and these barrel bunnies or barrel squirrels that look like bunnies, excuse me, are a royal pain in the butt. They do a lot of damage, they have a lot of health, and they can poison you. And as you can see, I get a whopping amount of experience for beating them, and they really are a huge step up from what we've been fighting. So if the game is starting to become tough for you at this point in the game, then I would say that it's honestly perfectly normal. And I'm going to use a bomb now. You can see that it's, again, a multi-targeting item. And it does massive amounts of damage. Massive, especially if you're used to crafts, which maybe do 25 or 30 damage. And bombs are going to do anywhere from like 55 to 75 damage. If you come prepared, this place shouldn't be too difficult, but if you come unprepared, it can be a bit of a nasty surprise. And this place is a little bit bigger than the other ones, actually. I even think they have more than 3 enemies, although I may be wrong. I know later on they add an extra enemy in. But remember that if you're doing these tasks to defeat all the enemies on the screen, you have to do it all on one go. If I were to defeat 2 of these bunnies and I came back to defeat the 3rd one, the other 2 would respawn. So if you're having troubles, don't feel bad for running away. However, just keep in mind that you may have to redo some of the battles. So this is one of the areas that actually has more than 3 enemies. So it's kind of one of the first bigger maps that we've come to. but it's no problem for me. I can just clear these guys out, no problem. Gain a couple of much needed levels.
Training is paying off.
Get a couple of materials, and I think that's it. I think there's 4 enemies on this screen, and now that we've cleared out the path, we're free to move on to the 3rd area that we've been left to clear, which is the Solidarity Mine. Now, it looks like I'm starting to run a bit low on time in this video, so let's just go in and take a peek. This area is going to have new enemies and new materials, so we're going to explore it in the next video and continue on our butt-kicking rampage. So thanks for watching, everybody, and I hope that I will see you next time.